Hi everyone, my name is Sue Pongratz, and Beth asked me to come and speak with you today just to give you a little bit of background about different options there are in the field. I am a personal trainer with a degree in health science and a focus on exercise science. When I first started in the field, my plan was to go into physical therapy. I actually worked for a physical therapist and didn't have the best experience. The physical therapist I worked for tended to sit in her office with her feet kicked up while everyone else worked with the patients. And whenever we had questions and would go into her office, she would yell. But what I did do is I had the opportunity to observe the exercise physiologists who were working one-on-one with patients there, and I was very intrigued by what they did. Still, I always had a dream to go into physical therapy, so I submitted my application to physical therapy school, and while I was waiting to hear back from PT school, I took an exercise science class, which I absolutely loved, and I fell in love with the field. So I changed my major, and while I was in school, I got an internship working for Guardian Industries, which is a glass manufacturing company. My role was to help the Director of Health and Safety Promotion promote health programs throughout the company. Another part of my internship, which is a small part but still something fun, was that I got to work a little bit with Arnie Kander, who was the physical therapist for the Pistons. His wife, Denise Kander, was the Director of Health and Safety Promotion at Guardian Industries. And part of the internship was being able to go over and learn a little bit from Arnie, which was so cool. When Denise left Guardian Industries, I was actually offered the job of Director of Health and Safety Promotion, and couldn't pass it up because I really liked working with the company. So I worked there for a while, but they had me traveling throughout the United States and also internationally so that I could work one-on-one with the HR people at each of our plants, which was a great experience, and I really loved it. I was able to travel throughout the United States and also go to Spain and Luxembourg and Germany. However, I met my husband and fell in love, and when the company wanted me to actually increase my travels, I wanted to decrease them so I could spend more time with my husband. So I left the company at that point, but the timing was perfect because Lifetime Fitness was actually opening up clubs in Michigan. So I helped Lifetime Fitness open their first club in Michigan as a personal trainer, and then their second club in Michigan as an assistant personal training manager. I enjoyed working for the club, but I always wanted to own my own business and work for myself. So after a few years at Lifetime, I left the company and went on my own and opened my own small business. I worked with clients for several years through on my own, and then I found out I was pregnant with my third child and decided that it was time for me to take a little step back. I continued to train clients, but I needed to slow things down a little bit, which I did. And then my third child was born with some medical issues that we had to work through. And right when I was getting ready to jump back in and rebuild my business, I found out that I had breast cancer in November of 2018. So that threw things off a little bit. I continued to train clients through my treatments for that. And then in November of 2019, I started preparing to ramp my business up again. However, as we all know, in March of 2020, the pandemic hit the United States, and that threw everyone in our field for a loop. So right when I was just starting to get going again with my business, everything shut down. I started training my clients online, the clients that I did have, and then saw a need in our community for someone to offer fitness programs for kids, because everyone was so stuck in their houses with all the gyms closed. The sports were not happening. School was not happening in person, so no gym classes. And I saw that parents were kind of going crazy looking for things for their kids to do. So I decided to use that and offer an outdoor fitness program for kids. And basically, I limit the class sizes. I socially distance all of the kids. They're always 6 to 10 feet apart while we're outside doing exercise, and they love it. I put twists on traditional games and come up with new games and research and find things to do. And so there are just so many things in the field I think that you can do no matter what is going on. If you can be creative, you can find a way to offer something, offer a service that will help others. So just a couple takeaways, some things that you might want to remember as you move through the field. If you do choose to move into a personal fitness training type option, then you may want to look into the different certifications that are offered. The American Council on Exercise, or ACE, NASM has a great certification. There's also corrective exercise certifications, which I do have a couple of, and love those because they kind of touch on some of that physical therapy that I always wanted to go into. And there are different specialty certifications that you can get for youth or pregnant women. Also, cardiac rehab, if you wanted to go into some type of medical use for your degree. There's also the ACSM certification, which is great. And there are also sports-specific certifications or certifications that you can get to work with athletes. So there are several different types of certifications. I do recommend getting one if you're planning on going into personal training. But I think the key takeaway for me would be to let you know that no matter what you're going through, no matter where you are in your own health and fitness goals, because we all have them, and they do change as you go through life, always know that there's someone that needs you for their own goals. And has less knowledge than you do. And good luck to all of you, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.